Now, this is the reason why I make my videos, man. I'm gonna video react to this guy right here. Genetic flow. Why Polynesians are so damn strong. The origin story. And show you how stupid these muleys really are. And the way they try and teach people how we are genetically strong, right? Let's have a listen to what he said.
One of the most explosive, powerful, and strong warriors to be upon this earth, the Polynesian. It all started in 1000 BC, where the Austronesian living in Taiwan decided that they would travel down south and populate the islands to the south, like the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia. Now, this journey down to the Indian Sea would have been the first to encourage adaptations to your Austronesian people. During this journey, they would have realized that they needed more muscular people.
They need more muscular people. Look how stupid this guy is. More muscular people. Do you realize that yachting, uh, riding a ship, you don't need more muscular people to do stuff like that? What the hell is he talking about? Everything, the whole boat is like powered by the wind. It's hardly any manpower
The road and
in what
boats,
the
as
Polynesians
well as
did.
the sun would have been baking upon them, making them a darker shade than what they would have been in Taiwan. But this is just the beginning of their adaptation to becoming who are the
So much
modern day
bullshit, man.
Polynesians. Some decided that they wanted to stay in the Indian Ocean, becoming the ancestors of your modern day Philippines and Indonesian and other people in these regions.
Look at this bullshit, man. Does he even realize? Like everyone in the comment section has been pointing out to this dude, right? That the Papua New Guineans are not very tall people. They're only about 5'5", 5'6". In fact, if you go in that nation, they're Negritos. They're very short. This is what you call black people boasting over BS. It's like Fijians. Well, we created the Polynesian race, and then they do not even realize the history behind it.
The other decided that they wanted to travel west.
So
This is the
somehow he makes it out like Melanesians and Southeast Asians, yeah, we were all cuddy cuddy and we shook hands and we love each other. It's not like that. If you go now into Papua New Guinea, there are still the most racist people towards them are the Southeast Asians. The Indonesia, go look it up. East Timor, go look it up. They call they are the ones the most racist people in the world. They're the ones that still calling these people monkeys and niggers, man. There's segregation among the in that island.
first to settle in Madagascar. But we're going to continue with the Polynesian story
This is the
and how
thing
they
I
traveled
really
south
hate.
and settled in the land of Papua New Guinea. Now, here's where some major genetic changes took place.
See,
The Papua New Guinea
this is the outer Taiwan theory. So they're starting to think like, oh, so that Melanesians and the men were so happy to give their women over to
people was
these
very, very
these
robust,
Meolies.
big bone, on average 5'6" to 5'9", and had dark skin and some
5'6" to 5'9".
kinky hair.
Oh, so
And if you look
funny.
at the Polynesian today, you can see that they have some of these genetics that look very some similar to what you would see in some West African people. But all
Yeah, yeah, damn idiot. Usually, if you mix Samoans, mix Asians, they look black. They're gonna look Blasian. Look at this idiot.
of these genetics is all adaptation to their environment and their experience to becoming who they are. This have nothing to do with contact with West African, nor did the Papua New Guinea people had anything to do with contact with the West African. Actually, the people out there in Papua New Guinea and Australia is so far removed from Africa that it's crazy. But this isn't where the story ends. This is where it begins. After leaving the land of Papua New Guinea, the Polynesian people continued to travel further out east to these islands that was vacant and so far removed from the rest of the earth. During these long period of time, the people also would have gained other adaptations, like the ability to store more fat than anybody else upon the earth. This is why you can have some very large Polynesian people, even some that easily reach levels of obesity. But that extra weight become a positive when it comes to things like wrestling and also bodybuilding.
This is the bullshit this guy's trying to make. This here is not what happens when you mix the Polynesian gene with the black gene. There's a lot of examples out there. I've done a whole video about it. If you look at Juju Schuster, if you look at Mark Terria, these are what happens when you mix the black gene with the Polynesian gene, which is different from the Asian gene. What he doesn't realize is that the Austronesians are related to the Negritos. That's what happens when you mix Papua New Guinean with Southeast Asian. You get Negritos, you get little people, you get little black fizzy hair people. That's what you get. So let's
And
carry
because
on.
now they got extra fat to turn into muscles, and even if they ever decide that they want to be strong, man,
They
they're gonna be
always
something to
add
reckon with. And on
these
average, they can
ugly
be
looking
anywhere from
Fijians in the
5'11",
video, so I have
6 feet
no
and
idea
above.
why.
So these are very, very top notch people. After settling in these islands, Tonga, Samoa, Hawaii,
Samoa, you
these islands
idiot. You're dumb.
were
Muley.
pretty scarce of food. So these Polynesians had built up a warrior culture where they had to defend what goods that they had and also have the ability to take the goods that they didn't have. This too had required them to become more strong, more robust, more physical.
And this is why you don't take advice or the history lesson from black people. They do not know what happens when you mix the Polynesian gene with the black gene. You know what happens? Go look at a Fijian. Go look at a Fijian. That's what happens. They do not look Polynesian. They look just like you black folks. And the and they have the same attitude as you guys as well. Meaning they are thieves and liars trying to steal the original features of the Polynesians and try to make that look like, oh, black because of the black gene. This is the reason why we're big and we're strong and all that. BS. When the truth of the matter is, and I don't care what anyone says, the beauty, the height, everything of it never came from Melanesia or Asia. Either originated within Polynesia or somewhere else. Show me another nation where there's a tall, big, good looking race. That's the race that we came from. The end.